One bounce almost gives it away.
It's okay, you're fine, you're fine.
But a bunch of bounces makes it indisputable why this Spaniel is a Springer. The English Springer Spaniel's zippy step serves a specific purpose.
The Springer is a flushing dog. It doesn't point birds when it smells them. It actually flushes them into the air.
To understand the difference, allow these dogs to demonstrate. The pointer is polite, saying, "Psst, hey, over here. Look, you'll find the bird here." The Springer is more expressive, saying, "Hey, wait here. I'll make it easy for you. You watch and see."
When they smell a bird, they will actively seek it out.
Jeffrey Miller has created a perfect preserve for his Springers to do what comes naturally. An 8-year-old Glover is eager to spring into action. Jeffrey imported Glover from Britain, where the breed originated. The Spaniel is the oldest of the hunting breeds. They used to come in 2 sizes, large and small. A Spaniel litter could produce some of both. Over time, breeders separated the 2 sizes into 2 separate breeds. Any grown pup under 28 pounds became a Cocker Spaniel. More than that, a Springer Spaniel. Since actions speak louder than words, Glover cuts to the chase.
I think he really typifies what a field-bred English Springer Spaniel should be. They're a very merry dog.
As the tail and the torso demonstrates.
They tend to be very wiggly and animated when they're hunting. They have to have a lot of wiggle to them to get through a lot of the cover that they have to go through.
Get in, son.
They should be very bold to cover, not shy to get into the cover. They should actually love to get in there and just thrash around in it.
Kino.
The Springer Slicker works great in all kinds of weather and terrain.
Come on. Come on, Glove. Atta boy.
It's durable as well as fashionable.
They have more white on them, so they stand out more in the field.
Glover isn't the only white and liver Springer to stand out in the field. Sam distinguishes himself by applying his hunting skills to man-made birds and their home ports.
6065, suspicious tag in North Ticket Lobby.
Sam and Officer Joel Buchanan work the Portland International Airport beat. They're a bomb detective duo.
6-5 copy, North Ticket Lobby.
Officer Buchanan is the eyes and ears of the operation. Sam is the nose.
Hup.
Airport authorities depend on this Springer's nose to rule out bombs or explosives in suspicious places.
6065, bank's clear.
Only 3 other Springers in the country are certified to complete this type of search work.
You know, being a big guy like me and being a machoism job as police work, I wanted to bring a big dog home, but I went with the brain instead of the heart. He was by far the best dog of the 3.
Good boy.
The English Springer ranks above all other Spaniels in at least 1 intelligence test.
Seek.
A bomb-sniffing dog like Sam must prove his proficiency again and again. Under conditions that can confuse a lesser dog. Consider a commercial aircraft and its range of smells. From peanuts, perfumes, and luggage to jet fuel.
You're under seats, you're in the pockets, you're in the overheads, and you're going in and out of every seat.
Bomb dogs need to detect and distinguish as many as 10 different types of explosives, while being bombarded by hundreds of scents.
Seek, get in there.
And when the canine catches wind of an explosive, he must know how to react, calmly and quietly.
Seek.
Any other reaction can literally ignite a time bomb.
Stay.
By nature, Springers are Spitfires.
Killing that thing, aren't you?
But they can be trained when not to be dynamic.
Come on, Sam.
When Sam isn't training or detecting, he's on the PR circuit. Another area where he never bombs.
There's your doggy right there.
The presence of a detection dog can be a great deterrent in an airport.
You want to pet him, partner? Go ahead. He's a nice dog.
Sometimes too good of a
Pet
deterrent.
him. He's real nice.
But an English Springer Spaniel knows how to schmooze things over. Given enough time, an English Springer Spaniel knows how to make everyone he's around as merry as he. Distinguishing between the different Springer types can be difficult.
Good boy.
First, there's the variation between show dog and field dog.
The show dog is a heavier bone dog, usually a lot of liver or black, the darker color on them, big blanket across their body.
Whereas the field Springer has more white.
Get in, get in. I always say it's like the difference between a Cadillac and a Corvette. The show dog being the Cadillac. The field dog is more like the Corvette. They're smaller boned, they're more compact, their tails are longer. Good point.
And then there's the difference between the American Field Springer and the British Field Springer.
In the States, we don't breed for temperament. We breed for dogs that run fast and find birds fast. In Britain, they consider shooting and hunting a gentleman's sport, and they expect a dog that has manners.
In other words, a dog that's seen but not necessarily heard. Regardless of type, Springers everywhere crave the affection of human friends.
They love praise and they love to be touched.
Max, you can't have that. You can't have that.
I often say that if they were kids in school, Max would be the kid with, in detention. And Annie would be the straight A student, sitting there. Always good, always perfect, always smart.
Sandra Phillipson's two Springers may have opposing personalities.
Max, did you bring this outside, Max? Did you bring the remote control outside? Did you do that?
But they both offer Springer inspiration to this children's book author.
Oh, what a boy. Max is the humorous character. While Max was spurring me on to write some stories, Annie's illness came up.
Annie had a rare form of cancer that damaged the nerves in her front limb. In order to save her life, she needed to lose her leg.
There, I saw a perfect opportunity to write a story for children about losing something important in your life, but trying to look at it as what can I still do, rather than what, oh, poor me, I can't do anything anymore.
The diagnosis and surgery happened a year and a half ago, when Annie was 8 years old.
I got you.
She still frequently visits Dr. Joe Farkas for follow-up care.
You're all right.
The amputation has healed nicely, but Annie had surgery on another leg years earlier.
Annie had an anterior cruciate ligament tear in the left knee. That's a pretty common problem that we see, particularly with the sporting breeds.
Springer's fondness for springing can actually spur the injury.
Activity of any sort, particularly quick starts and stops, turning quickly, are some of the predisposing factors to these guys.
The knee must be checked regularly for signs of arthritis.
Very good.
When a dog like Annie has only 3 legs to support her weight, it's important that the rest of her joints are pain-free.
Well, she's doing well.
Now just a quick glance at other breed-specific problems.
All right, Cutie, let's take a look at you.
Springers are also prone to skin allergies and ear infections.
Particularly because of the way their ears are folded down. It's a warm, dark, moist environment. Certainly it increases the likelihood of a yeast or bacterial infection. No ear infections today. Actually, they look pretty darn good.
Sweet girl.
She's absolutely healthy, and she's happy.
A clean bill of health from ear to tail.
Great seeing you, Sandy.
It was great seeing you as always.
No better day for a perfect checkup.
Here.
Until we meet again.
All righty.
Bye-bye.
Very good.
Annie and Max need to be in excellent health for where they're going next.
Come on. It's time to get in the car. All right, up we go. In.
We love to go to hospitals and visit kids. Usually we visit children with cancer.
Today's mission? To cheer up patients at Cleveland Clinic Children's Hospital. Animals of all sizes and circumstances can be a comfort, and kids seem to want to return the encouragement.
Want to give her a treat? Hold it out on your hand. Yeah, you yick me.
They seem to react in a very nurturing way to Annie, even though they're probably in need of a lot of nurturing themselves.
Hey, this is Annie. Now, you noticed something special about Annie. Who notices? How many legs does Annie have? Yes. 3. She has 3 legs, that's right. And she has 3 legs because about 1.5 years ago she had cancer, and she had to have her leg taken off. So it is sad when we lose something important, but it's also good to look at that in a very optimistic and upbeat way.
Like all stories of inspiration, Annie's ends happily.
Annie may have lost her leg, but she found her way back to her life.
And that's just what the doctor ordered. A dose of love from a Springer should be part of any remedy.
Bye, boy.
She just may be the highest profile English Springer Spaniel in the country, or at least the most presidential. In the 80s, Millie had all the right stuff to make people take notice. Like a great sense of timing, she was born on Christmas Day and later gave birth to 6 little sprites on Halloween.
Sarah's like holding a grandchild, you know, they're afraid to drop her.
Millie also made a fine ambassador. The breed tends to boast excellent communication skills.
Got it? All right.
Take Freddie and Kruger. Despite brandishing the name of a horror flick icon, they possess a power of diplomacy beyond any other. They're real-life matchmakers. The scene, a dog park in Libertyville, Illinois. The players, Freddie and Kruger, and their owner, Jennifer.
Anywhere in life, when you meet somebody, it's unexpected a lot of times. It's kind of awkward when you get set up.
The Springer's ally, a black Labrador named Maggie, and her new owner, Gary.
I was single, I wasn't seeing anyone. Everyone says the best way to meet women, get a dog.
The setting, an October morning just inside the dog park.
We both believe that each and every one of us is destined to meet our soulmate. When and where is the mystery? And our mystery, I guess, was the dog park.
The collaborators, Freddie and Maggie.
Hi.
Hi, how
Who's
are
this?
you? That's Maggie.
Hi, Maggie.
Who's that?
Freddie.
It's Fred.
Yeah.
Is he an English Springer?
Yeah.
Along with the introductions come intuitions.
I just found an attraction with Gary. So it's puppy love at first sight, I guess. I don't know how you call it.
Maybe I'll see you next week.
Okay.
Okay.
Take care.
Take care. Bye, Fred.
The turning point? The next weekend at the same dog park.
So how have you been?
Good. How you doing?
Okay.
This time, Freddie brings reinforcement.
Come on, show us your stuff.
Kruger helps keep the conversation going by joining Gary's dog for a swim.
There you go. There you fetch.
All sporting breeds need daily exercise. In addition to a good run, they also enjoy the water.
Good girl.
Retrievers for recovering birds. Springers for propelling their merry tails.
Kruger.
Speaking of merry tales, that's just where this story is heading.
The dogs brought us together, and then it turned into something magical. Arf, arf.
Since they owed their new life together to their Springers and Lab, Gary and Jennifer decided to let their wedding go to the dogs.
They weren't forgotten the whole day. The best man had a speech about them.
For those of you who haven't seen the cake topper, take a look and let me know if you see anybody you recognize.
Their cake topper was specially made with the dogs on it.
The couple's wedding colors match 3 of the English Springer Spaniel's standard shades: black and white, liver and white, and tricolor. The only standard color missing was the blue, or liver roan. Even the place of the fateful first meeting was commemorated: the dog park. Fairy tale wedding concluded. It's home sweet home for these Cupid canines, until the next chapter unfolds.
Come on, Fred.
I think it'll be really good with kids. I really do. They like to have interaction. They always like to be near people. Stop. Good boy.
Springer Spaniels tend to be affectionate and active with kids and adults alike. Well, that is if the Springer's well bred. A poorly bred Spaniel may act sweet one moment and react more like a killer the next. Seriously.
Good boy.
Luckily, Freddie and Krueger are diametrically opposite of their namesake.
Good boy.
Where's your boat, Zach?
Same can be said for Molly and Zach. Springers are naturally enthusiastic.
Come here, Molly. Get in a boat.
There may be no better example of breed spirit than Helen and Terry Hagstrom's twosome, especially when the equation includes water.
We're going to head them out.
The anticipation alone is enough to make a Springer's ears take flight.
They just love the wind.
Destination, Divers Cove.
Just much more comfortable knowing out in the deep water that I get a life jacket on the dogs.
Huh? A life jacket for a swimming pro like the Springer?
Okay, Molly, let's put it on.
Strange for swimming, but not for what Molly and Zach are here to do.
Molly's going to get to go first since, unfortunately, we only have one life jacket at this time, so I'm going to take my turns with both of them.
Fine for Molly, frustrating for Zach.
Okay, Molly. Let's go, girl.
These youngsters may just be the only Springer Spaniels in the country that can jet ski. For Molly, skiing may just surpass springing.
When Molly's out on the wave runner, Zach whimpers like I haven't heard him in 3 years. You'll get a turn.
Any type of anticipation can make a Springer uncoil with envy.
Usually they do everything together, but this is the one time when they're really separated, and he just goes bonkers. They're coming. Just wait. Be patient.
That's because Springers are never loners. Company is critical.
Okay.
Good.
Although it must be said, Zach couldn't care less about seeing Molly now. It's his turn with Terry.
Oh, thank goodness, Zach. You finally get to go.
Are you ready?
Whether on land or at sea, a Springer Spaniel's content as long as he's chasing something. For Zach, it's the wind. The English Springer Spaniel has 2 basic looks, depending on its purpose. The show dog is heavier boned with more of a domed head and flaunts much more feathering. The field Springer is more compact with a chiseled face and fewer feathers. The cleaner look is quicker in the catchweed. Springers abound with other traits you should know about. Sprucing the Springer takes daily work. 2 treats for grooming. 2 treats for attitude. Most Springers are well adjusted, but some can suffer from a genetic condition called rage syndrome. They fly into an unexpected rage without warning. But a well-bred Springer can make a great family member. 4 treats for companionship. They're also good with kids. 1 treat for protection. Springers tend to greet strangers as long-lost friends, so guarding is unnatural. As for health, 2 treats. Ear infections and skin allergies are common. Hip dysplasia and cancer can also affect the lines.
Okay.
But when ill, Springers tend to spring back to health quickly because of their positive attitude.
This way.
It's a quality that the Spaniel likes to share with whomever she meets.
Hi, everybody. Hey.
Annie and Max bring their exuberance to school kids across town.
All right, who knows what a writer does?
Their personal stories always make a lasting impression,
Something like that.
as do the Springers' expressions.
Okay, now, the eye, basic shape, I like to consider it as a slice of pie.
Illustrator Robert Takish is a scholar at sketching these Spaniels.
And put a smaller rectangle shape like this. This will become the lower jaw.
And it seems the kids are too.
I want you to hold your boards up so we can see it, okay?
Yes.
Phenomenal, all right.
Phenomenal, keep it up there.
Great.
The English Springer Spaniel's bright eyes and beaming manner make it a breed apart from all others.
This is Annie.